Broccoli is a cool season crop, so it should be started in early winter months. September and October months are best for seed germination. You can start seeds in almost any type of container as long as it is at least 4 to 6 inches deep and has some drainage holes at the bottom. Choose potting soil that is made for growing seedlings, or you can make your own soil mix by mixing 40% garden soil, 30% coco peat and 30% vermicompost. Before planting the seeds, moisten the soil mix well. Now sprinkle small seeds evenly over the soil surface. Avoid overlapping of seeds to get high germination rate. Lightly cover the seeds and gently press the soil down to ensure it comes into contact with the seeds. Since they are so small, broccoli seeds should only be planted about half to quarter inch deep. Water the newly planted seeds with a mister or a small watering bottle. Tag your seeds and keep the pot in full sun. 6 to 7 hours of sunlight is ideal for early germination. Make sure to keep the soil mix evenly moist, especially for first 12 to 15 days. For the most part, growing broccoli from seed is fairly quick. It takes about 5 to 10 days for the seedlings to start popping out of the soil. Check soil moisture daily and water if required. Check soil moisture with your hand and water if required. The surface may dry out, so check just under it with your fingers. Provide consistent soil moisture with regular watering, especially during the initial growth stages. Transplant seedlings when they are 5 to 7 inches in height. Usually this will take about 28 to 35 days. Gently tease the seedlings out using a gardening tool or a stick. Try to avoid damaging the delicate roots. The height and plant development are more important than the duration of the germination process. Always use big containers to plant your broccoli plants. In a 22-inch diameter pot, you can plant 4 broccoli seedlings. Dig holes about 4 to 6 inches deep and plant them deeper. Burying your broccoli plants deep into the soil helps them grow better because broccoli forms root all along any buried portion of the stem. Broccoli plants need their space to grow well as they are heavy feeders. Planting them close will hamper their growth, so keep at least 8 to 10 inches of gap between two plants for healthy growth. Space seedlings 8 to 10 inches apart in containers, and in ground space them 1 to 2 feet apart. Dampen the soil with a thorough watering after transplanting. Broccoli requires a site with exposure to full sun. Lack of sunlight may produce thin, leggy plants and subpar heads. And make sure to keep the soil moist to boost constant growth. Provide consistent soil moisture with regular watering, especially during the initial growth stages. As plants starts to grow bigger, remove bottom leaves so as to force the plant to concentrate its energy in the upper part that will later produce broccoli heads. Remove weeds or unwanted plants in containers. As soon as you notice them, pull them up carefully or loosen the roots with a fork or trowel. Try to get all the roots and never let weeds go to seed or you will have a real problem on your hands. Fertilize your plants after every 18 to 20 days. Use an organic nitrogen rich fertilizer. Cattle manure, leaf mold, fish emulsions works well for fertilizing broccoli plants. Mix well in the soil and water immediately after adding fertilizer in the soil. Check soil moisture regularly and water your plants whenever soil feels dry to touch. The water should be poured on the roots of the plant and not on the heads as it can encourage rot. At this stage, plant will focus its energy on upward growth and in head formation. For the plant to produce the main head, vegetative growth slows down to almost a standstill. All resources within the plant get directed to forming the main flower head sitting atop the broccoli stalk. Broccoli can be easily grown in small pots. 6 to 10 inch diameter pots should be sufficient. For a pot this size, one plant will do the best. Side dress broccoli with aged manure or vermicompost during the time of planting and after every 20 days to boost plants' growth. Provide consistent soil moisture with regular watering, especially during head formation period. At this stage, you can cover broccoli heads with leaves. This will prevent the heads from getting wet as it can encourage rot. At the same time, leaves will protect the head from pests and diseases. The perfect time to harvest is right before the broccoli flowers. Look for close flower heads. Yellow flowers mean the quality clock is already counting down. so harvest immediately. Cut head from the plant, taking at least 5 to 6 inches of the stem. Include at least 6 inches of stem per broccoli head. Leave any side shoots to finish developing and then harvest those too. Always harvest broccoli in the morning when the buds of the head are firm and tight, just before the heads flower. High temperatures will affect development of the broccoli head, so the goal is to get broccoli to mature before or after high temperatures are expected. Most people are unaware of this, but the edible part of a broccoli plant is actually a flower head harvested before it blooms. Broccoli is worth growing for its nutritional content alone. It is rich in vitamins and minerals. It is a good source of vitamin A, potassium, folic acid, iron, and fiber. Always harvest broccoli in the morning when the buds of the head are firm and tight, just before the heads flower. To promote the growth of a second head after the first has been harvested, maintain an active feeding and watering schedule. Most varieties have side shoots that will continue to develop after the main head is harvested. You can harvest from one plant for many weeks, in some cases from spring to summer if your summer isn't too hot.